So I want to do a quick update on our farm. I'm currently in my sewing building, which is a mess. We are dealing with some rot issues in the slide outs in David's room in the camper. So we're going to be fixing that, and I'll try to figure a way to put in some pictures to show the damage. Russ will not allow, like, we got David's room closed off to where you can't get in there. So Russ has it to where he doesn't want me and David in there because we have a bunch of health issues, and it's not a pretty situation. So we're dealing with that. Frankie killed 8 or 9 chickens because we let the chickens out and roam the yard, and they got into the main yard where we have Frankie fenced off at, and he killed them. We come home from town, and he had a whole bunch of dead chickens laying throughout our yard. So we are down to, I think, 13 chickens, and we let our ducks out as well to let them roam around and get some, free range ish going. And we are down to 2 cayuga ducks, which I think one is a drake and one's a hen. So I think, that would be fine. And then I have my 1 khaki Campbell. We cannot find 2 of the black ones, the cayuga, because I had 4. So we can't find those, and we cannot find Iron Man, which is the drake that I just got this past summer. So I don't think Frankie got to them because they can't get into the main yards, but the chickens can because they can jump over the fence. So I'm still fairly new at homesteading. Little hobby farm. I don't know what you want to call it. It's our little farm. I just have chickens and ducks, and I'm still very new at this, and I do a lot of research and stuff, and I'm still making a lot of mistakes. And sometimes when you're homesteading and you're just starting out like we are, there's a lot of, like, I feel really bad because, those chickens got killed, and there's nothing I could have done about it. I wasn't home to prevent it. So, which we were only gone for a few hours. And a lot of people don't understand when we're trying to run a farm and do things here. I don't go a lot of places. I don't do a lot of things because, I like being here at home with my animals and in my sewing building and doing. And then people get frustrated with me because I don't go hang out with them, or, I'm sorry, but this is my life and I've chose this, and want to make the best out of what we have. It's like the issue with our camper. Yes, we know it is a camper. We know there's going to be damages. We know there's going to be problems with the camper. We know this. But it's what we have. We looked into getting a trailer. We looked into, getting a building. We don't have the down payment, the money to get a trailer. Like a trailer, we got approved, but they want us to come up with $3,800. So $3,800, and we don't have that to put down. We don't even have $100 to put down. And we're dealing with, other that we're having to pay and trying to get out of debt, plus have this small little farm and just trying to keep groceries on our table. And people don't understand why we're doing this. We do this because this makes us happy. For one, it makes me happy. I've always wanted a farm. Even since I was a little girl and I lived in town and city in Memphis, Tennessee, I've always wanted a farm. I told my dad that. Um, and it's a lot of hard work. And I'm lazy. I'm so lazy. I'm the laziest person. And when I get up and do something and I accomplish something here on the farm, because I've been told my whole life, well, you're not smart enough to do this and you're not smart enough to do that. But when I accomplish something here at home, dealing with my animals or my house or my sewing objects like my lanyards, my scrunchies, whatever it is that I make, I accomplished and I'm proud of that. Yeah, I'm not, up and go and hang out with a lot of people. I have bad anxiety even around church people, around family people. It doesn't matter. It's just I'm not comfortable around a lot of people. I am comfortable around, my animals, and people make comments that I need to get rid of them. I'm not going to get rid of them. I'm going to fight for what we have and try to make the best of what we have. Yeah, we're in a crappy situation. Yeah, our camper has, slide out issues, and our camper is 13 years old. But we're dealing with that. And we're wanting to make it a home to where we're happy in. And right now we're not happy with this, so we decided to remodel it. We was going to try to get a trailer. We can't afford it. When you're on a set income and you deal with personal issues like the bills and day-to-day things, you're going to have problems. And we don't know it all. We don't know what we're doing, but we're learning. I mean, it's not like you're born and somebody gives you a handbook and says, this is how you're going to live life. Other than the Bible. I mean, that's how you're supposed to live life, is through the Bible. But we mostly me, I'm trying to make the best of what we have. I don't know how to explain it. It's hard. It really is hard. And I'm not going to give up. And I'm going to fight. I'm going to fight for our farm. I'm going to fight for our camper. And I'm going to fight for the life that we chose. We chose to have chickens and ducks. And I chose to have the dogs. But we chose this. We could have went and lived in the city and lived in an apartment and live, an easy life. And our life isn't that hard. It's not. It's just we're coming into problems and we don't know how to deal with it. And then you have people that are telling you, well, why don't you just do this? And why don't you just do that? Or if you stayed in town, you wouldn't have this problem. No, we wouldn't have. But we wouldn't have learned anything either in town. I would have been lazier. I wouldn't have been able to experience, eggs, like fresh eggs. I wouldn't be able to experience watching the chickens and the ducks. Like, I wouldn't be able to learn what I'm learning. I've learned so much since I've lived out here. Since 2015, it is now 2019. And I've learned more living out here than I ever did living in town. So, all I really want is support. And a lot of people don't want to support us. They say they do, but then they make comments, well, why haven't you done this? I'm doing my best. And that's it. So this is the hard part about having a homestead, is you have to deal with what comes at you. Yeah, I'm crying. Yeah, I'm griping. And mostly Russ gets most of that. And I don't put that on Facebook. And I don't put it on my YouTube channel. But, I do cry. I do get upset. It's hard. But at the end of the day, we're going to make something beautiful out of something ugly. So I have a lot of medical problems. I have a lot of disabilities. If you struggle with anxiety and depression and, I'm blind in one eye. I can't read and write that well because I don't know how to read very well. But don't let your disabilities, quote unquote, stop you from learning. There's ways you can learn. There's ways you can fight through the naysayers. Don't give up on what you feel in your heart is what you want. If you want a homestead, if you want a farm, if this is what your heart is telling you to do, don't give up. I'm doing this video to show people, yes, it's hard. And I'm living through it right now. It is hard. I am an animal lover, and you come home and you see your dog killing, like he has blood struggled all through the yard because he's carrying around a dead chicken in his mouth. That's hard. I've never done any of this stuff. But you make it through the bad times to overlook the good times. We was able to get all of our chickens and the 3 ducks that we found in the chicken coop. And they're healthy, they're happy, they're thriving. And that's what matters. We have to let go of what we did wrong, let that go, and learn from it, and try not to make those mistakes again. We're going to make mistakes. We're not going to be perfect. Homesteading is a learning lifestyle. You learn as you go. It's not going to be, all fluffy pillows and tickles, and it's not going to be all happy moments. I don't know if I'm doing this video for myself because I need confidence, because I feel really low, because I feel like a failure. We lost all those chickens. We have, the rot in our slide outs, and we're trying to remodel and make David's room. He's wanting his room done in Tennessee because he's a big Tennessee fan. So we're ripping out carpet, and you rip out carpet, and we found rotten floor. Just don't give up on what you really want. So it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be fun. And then there's days it's going to be easy. It's going to be fun. But right now, it's really hard. It's really overwhelming. But we'll figure it out. And you will too. So the best advice I can give when you're struggling, like we are now, we're struggling with our camper, with, the remodel and stuff, and still trying to live in it, and we've had gas issues, like our wall heater went out in our camper, so we've had to get that replaced. Like, it's just one thing after another. We've lost my aunt. This is our first year that she's missing Thanksgiving with her family. I lost a friend this year. I lost my uncle this year. And we're still here, and I'm thankful. So only advice I know to give is don't give up, and pray. Pray and ask God to help you and guide you and give you that peace and the calmness to overcome it, and direct your path on what you need to do to fix or make your home style or your homestead or your lifestyle better. Make it the way you want it and the way God wants you intended for us to have it. So with that said, I just don't give up. I want to say just don't give up, and pray and be thankful. You be thankful for the good times and the bad times, and I'm thankful. Even though it's really hard right now, I'm thankful. So God bless, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Don't give up. Keep fighting.